There we go.
Where can you
Morning,
go for
Facebook
financial
folks.
guidance? Lucia Capital Group invites you to
one
build
minute.
your
All
wealth
right.
education at wealthed.com. Wealthed.com features
I'm gonna share
live
our
and
stuff on
on-demand video
Facebook.
programming featuring Lucia Capital Group advisors who will help educate you about investing, give guidance based on years of experience in the financial services industry, and help you build a strategic plan that integrates your investments. Wealthed.com, the site dedicated to wealth education. Wealthed.com. Securities offered through Lucia Securities LLC, member SIPC, and a subsidiary of Lucia Capital Group, a registered investment advisor. All investments are
There we
subject to risk, including loss
Share.
of principal.
Did you know that 63% of homes contain allergens from cockroaches? And that mice spread potent
That's always a
asthma
good one to lead
triggers
into
found
our
in
show.
82% of homes?
I know, right?
It's true. Common household pests are major offenders on the list of indoor allergens. Learn what you can do to help your family breathe easier. Visit
Morning, Ginger. Morning,
pestworld.org.
Valley.
A public service message from the National Pest Management Association and the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America.
The following program does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of the staff, management, or ownership of this station.
It's time to get on the right path with Right Path Real Estate Radio with Tom Perry. Get the answer to your question that's keeping you from taking action and succeeding today.
You have the Facebook Live audio up.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear the double audio.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I don't know how to affect that.
It's all good. It's really low, so it's
Get
not a
ready.
big
The
deal.
guy that will put your
I don't
fears
have it
behind you is
playing
on
on
the
my
air now.
computer, if that's
Taking
what you
calls
mean.
at 713-785-1817.
You just hear the audio. All right, stand by. Here we go. Hot mics in 5,
877-881-0271. Now here's
2,
your host, Tom
1.
Perry.
Hey, welcome to the show, Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. We're a live call-in show. We're talking about real estate, about how to find deals, how to fund deals, how to flip deals. If you want to come to our live event, it's tomorrow night at 11451 Katy Freeway, Suite 360. So we'll be talking about how to market for 70% deals. And I'm joined live in the studio by my good friend Jerel Ehlert. He's our attorney of choice. He's our radio show sponsor. Welcome to the show, Jerel.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I am fantastic. It's a Wednesday.
It is a Wednesday, yeah. And so far, the weather's holding out, it seems, at least if you're this far north in the city of Houston. We're right on I-10 at Kirkwood, essentially. And but down south, I hear in Galveston, the rains are a-coming.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I heard they're already doing voluntary evacuations of Jamaica Beach.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be interesting because we have a delivery of a UPS delivery that's coming in just south of Jamaica Beach at Sea Isle today. Today, tomorrow, and Friday. I'm like, oh man, how are we going to go do that? So maybe we can call UPS and say, hey, don't do that today.
Delay delivery.
Yeah, delay till Friday. That would be great.
There we go.
So what's new in the world of law?
Oh, well, most of the stuff is still kind of old law, but we're waiting for the legislative bills to be signed by the governor or not. And of course, we have the special session coming up. They're going to set that on, I believe, July 8th. Dan Patrick gets to set that agenda. So we're kind of waiting on that. I was going to do a legislative update this month, but I think we'll hold off and see what happens in July.
Okay. So when's the extended session goes from when till when?
Don't get me lying. Somewhere. The legislative, they set the come back into session on July 8th, and it runs for 30 days.
Okay, so July 8th to about August 8th, something like that.
Something like that.
Okay.
And of course, they still don't like what happened there. They can extend it for a second one.
So can they go past 2?
I don't think so.
Okay, so once they're done with 2, then that's all the damage they can do.
Pretty much, because things go into effect most things go into effect September 1st or January 1st.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, this is the last, July will be the last Tuesday that we have July 4th foreclosure auction. The legislature passed law and it was signed by the governor to where it will offset by 1 day. So we should never have another July 1st or January 1st foreclosure auction.
So July 1st or January 1st or July 4th?
July 4th.
So July 4th or January 1st, if that falls on a Tuesday, they won't still hold the Tuesday foreclosure auction.
It will be moved over to 1 day.
So it'll be Wednesday.
So which means I have to go back to all my documents and redraft those parts of my deeds of trust.
Nice. Fantastic.
So, but this is July 4th is a Tuesday. It's the first Tuesday month, and by Constitution, we have to have the foreclosure auction at least this year.
So this will be the last year ever.
Should be.
Should be.
They can change it again, but this by statute, they just modified to where no more July 4th or January 1st.
Okay. Sounds great. Well, we've been teaching a class, how to find buy and hold deals, how to find buy, fix, and flip deals, how to wholesale properties. So let's talk a little bit about memorandum of contract, because that's one of the things that we file on every single one of the contracts that we get. Tell me this from an attorney's perspective. What is a memorandum of contract, and what teeth does it hold?
Well, a memorandum of contract, and it really should have an appendix on the back where it has, or an amendment onto it where it has the actual contract. It saves some time there. What it does, it puts a cloud on the title, which means that whenever you sign an earnest money contract, equitable title transfers to the buyer, and it's contingent upon the seller providing marketable title or a title that the buyer will accept, and the buyer providing good funds to the seller. So the title actually transfers upon signing the earnest money contract. So legal title still vests with the seller up to that point. So to keep the seller from going around the buyer and maybe selling it to someone else, the recording statutes authorize the buyer to file a memorandum of contract, put the entire world on notice that you have an interest in this property. To give marketable title, something that would be insured under title insurance, most title companies will want to see that removed or cleared or something released on that. So it acts as a lien on the property in essence. It's not a very strong lien, but it's there to put the world on notice.
So essentially what you're doing is, if you're buying a property, you put a property under contract. In Texas, it used to be you look a man in the eye, you shake his hand, and his word was his bond, right? Well, apparently that's not. Yeah, you're chuckling, right? Yeah.
Well, that's the statute of fraud says that if a contract regarding real property has to be in writing.
Absolutely.
There are certain things like a lease that's for less than a year. It can be verbal, oral contracts, but purchase and sale of property should be in writing.
Has to be in writing, otherwise it's not valid.
Yeah, because the statute of frauds, because there have been too many times when the handshake just didn't mean anything. Right. And it's gone to court. So to keep people out of court, they just say put it in writing.
Right. So it's required when it comes to a piece of property. There's other things that you could essentially have a verbal contract, because we've watched Perry Mason enough times, things like that, I guess.
Sure.
And so, but when it comes to real estate, a handshake is not good enough. You got to put it in writing.
Yep.
So, but what's fascinating is with as many houses we've now, Jason and I have been in business. July will be our 4-year anniversary.
Congratulations.
So we've already crossed the 400 house mark in being in business. So. And through that, you get a lot of experience in doing that number of transactions. And so there have been situations where, we meet with a seller. Seller says, I'll sell you the property at this price. We say we will buy the property at that price and offer an acceptance. And we sign a contract. And then, their selling of the property should stop at that point.
Well, let me throw something in there. It is well settled in Texas that consideration when I say consideration, money is no longer required to enforce a contract in Texas.
Right.
Substantial performance will also act as consideration, which means you're starting to, get the property under title and get things ready for closing.
Right.
So officially, the seller should stop trying to sell the house at that point in time, because now he's selling something he does no longer have.
Correct. Well, and so what'll happen sometimes is other family members will get involved and things like that. Well, gosh, I can't believe you sold it for that amount. I mean, you should be able to get a lot more. And they're like, yeah, I think I can get some more. And like, whoa, hold on a second.
There is no buyer's remorse in purchase and sale of real property.
Yeah, we actually had one person, a buyer of a property one time, came to us after closing and said, I've changed my mind. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, the title company's already been paid, and can't back out at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once the ink is on the paper, people start doing things that incur significant costs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so we're in a situation. In fact, right now we're in a situation where seller went dark. We were supposed to close last Friday, and now the seller's saying, "Well, you didn't close on Friday." And we're like, "Hey, we're ready, willing, and able to close on the property on Friday. You weren't answering the title company's phone calls. You hadn't provided the affidavit of heirship that you needed to do."
When the buyer starts inhibiting the seller's, when the seller starts inhibiting the buyer's performance on this through non-cooperation,
correct,
the breach is on them.
Yes.
It's not on the buyer.
That's correct. Yeah, so as long as the buyer is ready, willing, and able to close on the property on the day of the closing, then the breach is on them, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
So if they go silent, they won't answer, they won't perform, they won't assist you in the transaction, then they've breached the contract, not you.
Yeah. So we've got that situation right now, and they're wanting us to release, and I'm like, sorry, memorandum of contract signed. We're ready. We're still ready, willing, and able to close. I've stated it over and over and over again. We're ready, willing, and able to close.
Put that stuff in writing.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
Absolutely. So yeah, that's where we had filed. We as an automatic course of business, we file a memorandum of contract on every valid contract that we had signed.
I've helped buyers of real property in a number of different situations, from the memorandum of contract to suing, to sending nasty grams.
Yes.
To the seller, say, look, we're going to buy. If you're not going to sell, we're going to see you in court.
Right. Absolutely. So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Our call-in number is 713-785-1817, or you can follow us on the Book of Faces. Go to facebook.com and like our Right Path Real Estate page, and you can follow there. If you're too chicken to call in on our 713-785-1817 number, great sound. Wow, you did that really well. And so Jerel has got other skills we just learned besides just being a great attorney. You can actually go to our Book of Faces page and ask a question, and at least for the next 30 minutes or so, get some very inexpensive legal advice. and Jerel's phone number, the best number to reach you is what?
346-231-1120.
346. That's a new Houston area code?
That's a new Houston area code.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Jerel is our attorney in-house in the radio studio today, and we'll be talking to him about all things real estate and law. So give us a call, and we'll continue on the other side of the break.
Mic's off.
Cool, thanks. Yeah, we've got this one particular situation that it was. I bet I talked and texted 2 or 3 times yesterday throughout the day, and they're like, "We're going to get our attorney and get you to release." I'm like, "Yeah, your attorney can talk to my attorney."
Yeah, my neighbor.
Are you expecting to close accurately, on time, and with lots of communication on your home purchase?
fact,
You've
this
come
is
to
the
the right
attorney,
place. I'm Jennifer
calling.
Hernandez,
So I'm just
Senior
gonna
Loan
give out your
Officer
number.
with Legacy Mutual
I'll
Mortgage.
give you the details
Our goal
after-
is to give our borrowers and referral partners an amazing experience during the
my
loan
neighbor
process.
finally got rid of the
My
rooster.
team believes in putting people
After
and culture before
since
results.
December.
Our company concentrates on
My
building
neighbor
those
got a
teams
rooster
who
for
operate with
Christmas.
structure, process,
it's just a matter
and
of,
recognition for going the
every
extra
single
mile
had to
for
get
you.
HOA involved.
This
They
way,
can
we have the
get rid of it.
energy to make this your best home purchase ever. Give us a call today to find out the simple steps to get started. I'm Jennifer Hernandez, the Hernandez team at Legacy Mutual Mortgage. Jennifer.legacymutual.com or call 713-579-3611. Again, Jennifer.legacymutual.com. We can't wait to consult with you soon. NMLS 514497.
Equal Housing Opportunity Lender. NMLS 514497.
Virtuoso Graphics is not your ordinary sign shop. We're your one-stop shop for all your signage and graphics needs. We are located in the Galleria area and have been in business for over 13 years. We offer a wide variety of signage products, including bandit, aluminum, and ADA compliant signs to 3D letters. Need something printed? We can get that done too. From outdoor banners to business cards and anything in between. Take advantage of our laser engraving services. We can custom engrave on many products available through our catalogs or your own personal items. From large orders to small, we can accommodate your specific needs. We pride ourselves on customer service and work one-on-one with customers to make sure they get a good quality product. Come view our showroom to browse our many samples to get you inspired. Want your business to get noticed? Give us a call at 713-623-4425 or visit our website at virtuoso-graphics.com.
If you have cracks in your walls, ceilings, or floors, you may have
You
a
got 2
foundation
minutes.
leveling problem. Do you have doors that stick or just won't open right? Maybe you have gaps in the bricks of your fireplace. You need Green Tree Foundation Leveling, a fast, high-quality foundation leveling company based here in Houston. They know how hot it gets on the Gulf Coast. High summer temperatures, heavy rainfall, and clay-rich soils are leading causes of foundation cracks. If you have a cracked slab or a shifting foundation, call Green Tree Foundation Leveling at 832-329-1687. How old is your house? Many older homes in our area require foundation repair simply because of our climate and soil conditions. Green Tree Foundation Leveling provides free estimates within 24 hours. They repair concrete slab foundations and pier and beam homes too. The experts at Green Tree Foundation Leveling work fast and offer competitive rates, even a lifetime transferable warranty. Call 832-329-1687 to schedule an appointment with Green Tree Foundation Leveling.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree. Single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com.
Less than that, 30 seconds.
That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself.
Tom?
Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
This is Business 1110.
I'm here.
All right, I was gonna play another commercial. But, all right, gentlemen, hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome to the show, Right Path Real Estate Radio. Timing it down to the second. 713-785-1817. 713-785-1817 is our number. You can follow us on the Book of Faces at Right Path Real Estate, Facebook.com. You can type in questions, comments, concerns, things like that. I'm joined live in the studio with Jerel Ehlert. He's with Ehlert Law. You are Ehlert Law, right?
I am.
Yeah, absolutely. So been doing. He's not board certified as a legal specialty in real estate law, but you've got a lot of experience in real estate because you were an investor before you went into law school.
So I started out with doing bird dogging, wholesaling back in 2000, doing a lot of stuff like that. Then got into wholesaling big time, and then.
When you say big time, what? So listeners understand what big time means.
Full time.
Yes,
full
time.
That was how I earned my bread.
So what was a typical month for you? How many deals were you finding on average?
Oh wow! So starting out from 2000, of course, it kind of trickles in till like 2-3 a month. I would start doing, and of course, back then we were only doing $1,000, $3,000 assignment fees. It's kind of gone up a little bit since 2000.
I would say, yeah.
And then it got to a point where I really got good with my marketing piece. I really got good with the market I was dealing with, so I did a lot with probate.
Okay.
So I would buy properties from sellers who were heirs in a probate case, and then work with them through that and buy the property, or actually put it on a contract and assign that to another investor.
And your assignment fees, you said, were ranging between $1,000 and $3,000?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work for that amount of return.
About $9,000 a month back in 2002, 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been about 17 years since then,
Yeah. But you had other expenses. You were doing direct mail, those kind of things as well?
Yeah, I was very lazy. I would send out postcards and letters and wait for them to call me.
Got it.
My response rate, a typical response rate on a direct mail piece will run you about 1.2 to maybe 2.3% response rate. I was getting closer to pushing 4 because I would slice and dice my database. So
you'd spend a lot more time trying to get the database exactly right so that you could get your numbers up closer to 4%.
Yeah. So my marketing piece was a letter. It was on white paper. It was 3-color or 4-color, black, red, green, and blue, and it was sent to a very particular market. So we're talking about people that were heirs to property. They were out of state, and they were heirs to property that was in Harris County.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, they were a lot more motivated and more willing to, and if they were out of state, the chances are they had very little emotional connection to the property itself.
Right.
So my response rate was, on point. So I'd get this.
About how many mail pieces were you sending out a month?
On average, I would start out with about 500 to 1,000, and then if I was wanting to do a little more work, I'd send out extra batches of 500.
Okay.
Yeah. Second and third mail outs would get pushed at. I think I capped out about 8% on second and third mail outs to the same database.
Wow.
Data set.
Yeah. So then, what would you see was the lag time from the time that probate was started till the time? Did you ever track that?
Not terribly close. You know, by the time they file it in the probate courts, they've already, you know, gone through their grieving period or whatever that happened to be, whatever emotional response they had. They'd gone through and hired an attorney or done it themselves to file in there. So by the time it appears back in that time period on the website, you know, a number of months have already gone past.
Okay.
So where they were at was at a good point where, you know, for me to step in as possible, you know, source to take care of all that grief.
Okay. Got it. So at your peak, what was the most you did in a single month? What was the most number of properties?
I honestly, I don't remember. I've slept since then.
Yeah, that was what, 17 years ago? So that's I get it was a while back.
About a decade.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So because you said you started in 2000, so started about 17 years ago and did it for about 7 years?
Well, I peaked around 2006, and of course, you know, 2008, and then I stepped out for a couple of years, and then went to law school. So yeah, there was like 5-7 years since I was last active as a wholesaler.
Yeah. So that's one of the things I love about talking to you and your stories and things like that is that you're not an attorney that's, you know, just done some real estate law and things like that. You're a real estate investor yourself. I mean, that you've seen the wholesaling side, you know the flipping side, you know the buy and hold side. I mean, you understand all those different pieces. You certainly know title backwards and forward. You understand all the different types of instruments, I guess you will, all the tools in the toolbox that an attorney can use for trespass to try title and all these kind of. So we're gonna, now that we've got our new offices set up and love our green screen and all that, but we're getting ready to set up our video studio, and we're gonna get you to come in and start doing some video training so we can have a lot of really good online content.
Definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. So we're excited about that. So what's the best phone number to reach you?
346-231-1120.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, let's talk what trespass to try title. I hear that from time to time among investors. You want to talk about that?
Okay, so in other places it's called a suit to quiet title. Basically, if there's a dispute as to who has ownership of a piece of property, you know, there's nothing that the title company would do. There's nothing that you can really file other than just a cloud title or foul up the chain of title. At a certain point, it really just requires an order of a court of, you know, competent jurisdiction, which means if the property is here in Harris County, it's got to come through either county court or district court.
Okay.
And basically, you file your petition, which is the opening of a suit. You got to put everyone on notice, everyone who may have a claim to a piece of property, because when a court steps in and you start affecting. You start having constitutional issues, because an order of the court is a taking, and a court is a state actor. It took a while to get to that point, but now a court to enforce an order is a state actor. So now we're having Fourth Amendment constitutional taking issues. So you got to be on point. You got to have a very strong case, and you got to have no question left for the court to have. Okay. After the order is given. So, you know, everyone, you know, presents their case, and there's some statutory procedures that are available to it, depending on what your facts are. The better your facts, the cheaper it is. The weirder your facts, or the weaker, you have to rely more on the law. If the law's not on your side and the facts are on your side, court's not going to be very favorable towards you.
So in the state of Texas, we have this rule that we're a first to file state, right?
Race notice.
A race notice.
Yes.
So describe, what does that mean?
A pure race state means basically it's whoever files at the courthouse first wins.
Okay.
Race notice is you can file, and whichever order it's filed in, it kind of slows down the pure race thing, the pure race of the courthouse. So if you put someone on notice, so you can get actual notice or constructive notice. So if you have actual notice that there's a prior transfer, then that's one part of it. But if you put people on notice by filing at the courthouse, that's putting constructive notice for the whole world.
So it's my understanding, like if you're dealing with cars versus properties, when cars transfer, you've got that title,
yep.
right?
It's a title certificate,
right? And so it's my understanding that when that title certificate is signed and you give that to the new buyer of the car, that it's that title itself. Whoever holds the title with it signed off, that's the owner of the property. And then you're supposed to go down to the county and tell the tax assessor that, you know, I'm now registering this vehicle in my name, right? But it's not the registration of the vehicle that changes the ownership, it's the title itself, correct?
So what you're really talking about is perfection of liens and ownership.
Right.
So depending on what kind of asset you're talking about, it depends on how you can perfect your ownership and liens on property. For title certificate assets like cars and trucks and boats and trailers and stuff like that, it's done with the title certificate. So the blue or the red.
Right.
Red's the salvage, but blue is a clean title. So for assets like that, you're going to want to get that, and you're going to mark it on the back. And if you have possession of it, you perfected your lien or your ownership.
Okay.
So to be compliant with the statutes, you should register that in the county clerk's office where the asset resides. So,
correct.
Harris County, you live here in Harris County, go down to the county clerk's office and you register that and probably pay your taxes too, because they're going to want a piece of that too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But it's not the registration of it that makes the ownership, but in real property, in land or houses, things like that. If I sign over a deed, I'm the grantor, you're the grantee, and I have a legal right to sell my property. I hand you the deed. It's not the deed itself that gives you the property. You actually have to file that deed with the county. Isn't that correct?
Not entirely.
No.
Because when you sign the deed, you own the house.
Correct.
Now, to have your ownership perfected against any other, what they call a BFP, or bona fide purchaser for value. So if I give it to you, and then I sign one with your partner, and he records his before you record yours, he gets it.
Correct.
Because
no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
There's no question.
Yeah.
Now
you might have a liability if you receive money from both of them.
Exactly.
You may be in trouble.
That's fraud.
But that's fraud, right? But the person, so the seller could be in trouble. But in terms of the person that actually owns the property, it's the first to file, correct?
First to file. If there's an unrecorded deed, what they call a wild deed out there, it's why we tell. So bail bondsmen will often get the person to sign over a deed to them as collateral. And that's a very poor business practice, because that's conveying ownership to the bail bondsman.
Correct.
That's not a lien.
Right. That's not a lien.
No, it's not.
Yeah, right.
That's ownership.
Yeah.
That way they can.
That's a bail bondsman that. Can you say that they're committing fraud? I mean, because it depends on how they document what they're explaining, right? Because they're probably somewhere in the paperwork. What they're doing is taking advantage of.
There's a lot of moving parts in there, and it can cross the line into fraud if it's not done correctly. But it's a common business practice, and I'm not going to comment on. Yeah,
right.
Other than saying that's not the best one on there.
2 minutes.
So whenever you sign a deed over to someone else, you're conveying title. Whether it's recorded or not, that's up between the parties. You can get a property gifted to you, and you don't have to. So if I wanted to gift you a house, because I like your face so much, you don't.
I've got a face made for radio.
Yeah, you don't have to even know about it. So I can sign it. I can, as a grantor, I'm the only one that signs, and I can record that in real property records. And it's presumed that you will accept the gift, unless you say that you won't.
And how would I legally be able to say that I won't accept that gift?
Disclaimer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'd have to file in the county clerk's office that I disclaim this gift.
Yes.
Okay. But that probably wouldn't happen very often.
Well, it depends on what your tax situation's like.
Well, it depends on that. I guess it depends on what kind of,
I could gift you a house that has a whole lot of toxic sludge underneath it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was I was thinking that it could be an EPA super fund. That's exactly what came up into my mind is like, I've got a former gas station, for example, that's worth maybe $20,000, but it has, $300,000 worth of EPA cleanup that needs to be done.
Yeah. Bureau of Underground Storage tanks to come knocking on your door.
That leaked. Right. Yeah. So, all right, you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. If you've got any title questions, if you've got any deed questions, if you want to talk about anything related to transfer of properties, buying properties, contracting properties, if you want to talk about how do you paper if you're a private money lender, if you want to talk about deeds of trust or warranty deeds, or what's the difference between a warranty deed and a special warranty deed and a quitclaim deed, and we can talk about on the other side of the break, why do attorneys like quitclaim deeds so much but title companies don't? So you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. I'm joined live in the studio with Jerel Ehlert. He's our attorney of choice for real estate transactions. Give us a call.
Mike's off.
Thank you.
Are you looking for an investor-friendly general contractor for your investment property? Then call Fast Track Remodeling at 832-742-9992 or reach us on the web at fasttrackremodeling.com.
Fast Track Remodeling specializes in turnkey remodeling of single-family investment properties, whether it's a flip, rehab, or a rental rehab. No more managing it yourself. No more doing the work yourself. Fast Track Remodeling really does manage it all.
So give us a call today at 832-742-9992.
Are small returns getting in the way of your retirement plans? Why settle for mediocre results? There's a better place to invest. The experts agree, single-family real estate is one of the best investments you can make. Find out how JB Fund Services offers a 9% preferred return and up to a 13% waterfall. Call us today at 281-915-0906 or visit our website, jbfundservices.com. That's 281-915-0906. This investment is offered to accredited investors.
If you have cracks in your walls, ceilings, or floors, you may have a foundation leveling problem. Do you have doors that stick or just won't open right? You need Green Tree Foundation Leveling, a fast, high-quality foundation leveling company based here in Houston. They know how hot it gets on the Gulf Coast. High summer temperatures, heavy rainfall, and clay-rich soils are leading causes of foundation cracks. If you have a cracked slab or a shifting foundation, call Green Tree Foundation Leveling at 832-329-1687 to schedule an appointment with Green Tree Foundation Leveling.
Are you an active real estate investor? If so, a real estate attorney is a crucial member to add to your team. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. Ehlert Law serves clients in real estate and business law with principal offices in Houston and their acquisitions and dispositions. We are equipped to serve you in your residential and commercial real estate law needs. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. We draft and review docs and structure transactions and represent you in disputes and litigation. Or choose one of our transaction packages to cover your sub-2, wholesale, wraps, or private financing deals. Our business and commercial services include business contracts, entity formations, and business consultations. If you need a reliable, dedicated firm to serve on your team, contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. 346-231-1120. Paid for by Jerel, Ehlert, principal offices in Houston, not board certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started.
Are you going to the event
Next
tonight, to
Gen
the JET event?
Next Gen is a group
Depends on
of
the weather.
appraisers specializing in investment real estate.
It's mostly
We understand
indoors.
that investors aren't just looking for a number
Actually, I
of
spend
what
most of my
their
time
property
outside.
is worth,
Oh,
but
do
a
you?
comprehensive analysis of the market.
I mean, I
Give
go
Next
inside
Gen
for a
a
little
call
bit,
at
and when I start talking, it gets a little rude, so I like to talk. So that's what I'm there
check us
for.
out online
Yeah, right,
at
absolutely.
nextgenappraisals.com.
Yeah, they're to network, right?
Investor loans offering up to
All right,
100%
1 minute. And we
financing are
turned-
still
turned
available.
Gerald's,
You just have to know where to
volume up
look.
a little.
Look no
Okay.
further than Noble Mortgage. Noble Mortgage is a full-service mortgage company that's been helping
Test it real
investors
quick.
since
Test, test, test.
2003. Noble
Yeah,
Mortgage
that sounds
offers up
good.
to 100%
1, 2, 3. Can
financing
you
to
turn my
investors that
micro-
covers purchase, repairs,
there we
and
go.
closing
Look over.
costs. In addition to private money,
Yeah.
Noble Mortgage offers conventional loans, FHA, and even no-income documentation loans for both residential and commercial properties. Call and ask about our 5-point guarantee, which includes free pre-qualifications within 2 business days. Call 713-680-8100 or visit noblemoney.com.
So Ginger's
That's
gonna ask a question. We'll answer it on
noblemoney.com.
the air.
Our team has over
Property
50 years
probate owners
experience
in
in the
an
mortgage
assisted living place here
industry.
in Amarillo.
Call us
Can I just
today,
go to the assisted living center and ask for help?
713-680-8100
Or are they
or
not
visit
able
us
to
on the
tell me
web,
he's there?
noblemoney.com,
I have the address, but no apartment number or
noblemoney.com.
anything.
NMLS 292143.
All right, 5
8203 Willow Place Drive, Houston, Texas 77070.
This is Business 1110.
All right, gentlemen. Hot mics in 5,
4,
4,
3,
3. Stop
2.
it. 2, 1. Here we go. Hot mics.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, playing with the producer. 713-785-1817. Right Path Real Estate. We talk about all things related to real estate, investing primarily, whether you want to do buy, fix, and flip, whether you want to do wholesaling, whether you want to do buy and hold. Jason and I have done a lot of properties. We started in July of 2013 and have done over 400 properties since then. So we've learned a few things along the way.
Yeah, when they say learning a few things, that means made a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, we've made a few. Yeah, a lot of times when we're teaching our class, we'll teach a particular item and then we say, "Hey, ask us how we know," because there's always a story. You know, that's the great thing is you collect a lot of stories along the way.
You don't remember the deals that go well. You just remember the deals that kind of had some hiccups.
I'll say this: you don't remember the ones that were routine.
Right.
We remember the ones that went really, really well. You know, the ones that were either all stars on the high end
Sure.
or the low end. Or the crazy stories. And we've got some We've got some crazy stories.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, so we've got a whole bag of crazy stories. We think it'd make a great book one time. It'd be all the stuff that they don't teach you about real estate investing at the real estate seminar, right?
Sure.
Yeah. So Ginger, she's one of our loyal listeners up in Amarillo. She says the property's in probate and the owner's in an assisted living place here in Amarillo. Can I just go to the assisted living center and ask for him, or are they not able to tell me he's there? I have the address, but no apartment number or anything. So there you go.
Well, all right, Ginger. Great question, by the way. Sounds like something I would find on a bar exam or in a textbook class. So property's in probate. So I'm going to assume that when you say owner, you mean heir, because probate usually means someone's passed.
Right.
So I'm going to assume that the someone has already gone through all the probate stuff and found that this person is actually the one who can take the property from the estate of the decedent. So assuming that this person is the heir, you got to ask a couple questions. Is this person, if they're in an assisted living, that maybe because they have a
cognitive impairment, right? Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe just they need help getting stuff done, because
Right.
sometimes our bodies fail.
Right.
But sometimes it's because our minds fail.
Right.
So if they're not competent to understand what they're signing, your conveyance won't work at all.
Correct.
So even getting a contract on it's just an invalid contract.
Yeah. Can't sign a contract with a mentally impaired person.
Yeah. So if there's a guardian, you have to talk to the person in charge. If there's a guardian in place, you have to talk to the guardian because the ward is no longer competent. So maybe just a matter of a guardian of the body, which is assisted living, or maybe a guardian of the estate, which means he can't manage his own financial affairs. And that may be the same person, and it may be two different people. So you may have a bank or an institution in charge of his finances or her finances, whereas you have a assisted living facility in charge of the body. So can you go in and see him? Well, I'd talk to the assisted living facility to ask them what the status is. I'd like to visit this person. If they say, well, you have to have permission of the family.
They can give you out who the person is you can get permission from, right?
They probably won't tell you who the family is or how to contact them.
You can leave your name and maybe they contact the family and have them contact you if they're interested, things like that.
Yeah, you can leave your contact information. Right. Now, whether they're willing to do that or not,
absolutely,
it's entirely upon them.
What about, since the probate documents are typically in the county clerk's records anyway? They're public records. You could actually go to find out who the attorney was that filed the probate, right?
You should be able to, yes.
Yeah, and so
or as a matter of the executor or the administrator or whoever happens to be, their contact information may be available through those records, depending on what county you're in.
So that's maybe a place to start because that person probably knows how to get a hold of that individual, things like that. And,
certainly.
And if they're in an assisted living facility, just because it's like an independent care living facility, they want a smaller place to live. It's possible, and I found that showing up never hurts you, right? So if you show up at an assisted living facility, worst thing they can do is like, hey, we can't give you that information. Go away, right? That's the worst.
Yeah. If they tell you go away, go away.
Yeah, absolutely, go away. Yeah, don't create a problem.
The other thing is on the transfer, if they're in an assisted living facility, if it's paid for by Social Security or Medicaid, then a transfer, they may have to sell the property, and you may not be able to give them the funds. It may have to go through the government because now you're talking about end of life or elder care, where
MERPs.
Where there's some very significant tax implications going on.
Yeah, well, it's a tax implication and MERPs, the medical expense reimbursement program.
Exactly.
And so that's why it's always really good to...
You're using the technical term I was trying to avoid.
Okay. Well, so that's one of the advantages of going to a title company that's experienced in these kind of situations. And not every title company, I guess most title companies, they know about them, but I found that investor-friendly title companies do this more frequently.
Well, whoever's handling the file, you guys get to assess whether the person handling the file has the advanced escrow officer skills. Everyone has to start somewhere. And the number of files they look at, the number of times they see these unique situations, and for them, as crazy as the things that you and I see as real estate investors, they see a lot more of this stuff.
Right.
A good escrow officer will be able to walk you through some of the curative work that is available that they can do without having to go to an attorney first.
Right. So one of the questions that one of our students asked is, let's see, Ginger says, perfect. How do I find the guardian?
That would be in the probate court too. Probate court handles not only estates of people who have passed, but also designation of guardian. So if you can do probably usually do, depending on how advanced their county clerk's website is, do a search for the heir, who you called the owner before. So if there is, I mean, it should be pretty obvious. You know, the assisted living facility should be able to tell you that, well, you know, there's a guardian in place. You know, you have to talk to the guardian. We can't give you any information. Probably won't be able to tell you that there is who the guardian is. Sometimes HIPAA, you know, depends on what kind of permissions that the guardian has given out before to, hey, look, anyone comes looking for this guy or this gal, go ahead and give out my name as, you know, but don't let them contact them.
Right. Okay. So, you know, that's one of the things I feel like we're kind of spoiled here in Harris County, because the Harris County Clerk's website is pretty
well
amazing.
Advanced.
Yeah, very, very amazing. You look at it compared to, like, Bexar County, for example, in San Antonio, which is
odd because they have a large population.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, but it is not advanced at all.
I practice in other counties, and besides Harris and Fort Bend, and some of the other counties are, I mean, again, I'm very spoiled.
Yeah.
The advanced state of our interaction for the public is light years beyond what some of the other counties in Texas, because they just don't have the base,
right?
You know, and the resources from a tax standpoint.
But even like Dallas County or some of the, I mean, which Dallas is really big, but it's not near. I mean, you can get the data eventually, but it's not as robust as what Harris County is.
Because I got to give it to, you know, Chris Daniels on the district clerk's website. He is setting the stage, setting the bar for all the other county clerks, and there's a push for having, well, on the federal level, we have you can look at everything that's done in every federal court across the United States.
Okay.
However, if you want to do that in Texas, you got to go to each county's district clerk's website, and there's a push by a lot of people to put all that, and it's already in beta. Have you log in one time and you can look into every district clerk's website.
Oh, wow.
There's pushback from the district clerks because they want to maintain control over their fiefdom.
Yeah.
And so a lot of us, I mean, we're like, we gotta have a statewide district clerk's website to go through, and different standards in different counties is not going to work for us anymore.
Right. Yeah, it'd be great if they adopted what Harris County uses. It's statewide. That would be awesome.
Chris Daniels has made that offer.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. but that's that won't happen overnight.
No, maybe within my lifetime.
Yeah, maybe. You're a pretty young man, so it's a possibility. All right, you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. I'm joined live in the studio with Jerel Ehlert. He is with Ehlert Law. That's EHLERT. What's your website address?
EHLERTLAW.com.
EhlertLaw.com. That was a great segue, wasn't it? And then what's your phone number?
346-231-1120.
So when did 346 become one of the new?
It crept in like 2 or 3 years ago. You know, we're going to be like New York or some of the other places that have like 7 zip codes or 7 area codes. Los Angeles, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
They discriminate based off of what area code you live in.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Well, Houston hasn't done that yet. It's kind of a big melting pot, right?
Yeah, no zoning.
No, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, in fact, you bring up something really interesting. We were talking about that up in Dallas this past weekend because we had quite a few people at our weekend retreat that were from other parts of the country. We had, in fact, in our last 2 weekend retreats, we've had people come in from San Francisco and from Seattle and from Denver and from Pittsburgh and Baltimore and Maine.
You get places that have very strong zoning statutes, and Texas just kind of blows them out of the water.
Yeah, and then you get even Houston is probably
2 minutes.
It's the largest city in the world with no zoning, is what I've been told.
And it does cause some conflict out there.
What's interesting is you'll talk to a seller of a piece of property, and I'll think the property's worth maybe $50,000, and they'll say, "Oh no, I've got to have at least $300,000." Why is that? Well, because it's zoned commercial. I'm like, how is that possible in Houston?
Yeah, we don't have that.
Yeah, right. And I'm going, no, that's not possible. I don't know who told you that, but well, there's commercial buildings going up in the area. I'm like, that's not because of zoning. I mean,
that's just because someone bought enough land and put it up.
Absolutely, yeah.
Permitting is a process that more control through permitting than zoning.
Yeah, that's exactly right. In fact, we're learning about commercial permitting process right now with the build out that we're about ready to do. So
it's a different beast.
It is.
That's why a lot of commercial building owners prefer to have their own internal guys to do it. Kind of keeps down some of the issues that may involve with rehab or build out for commercials.
Yeah, look at
1
this.
minute. Jeff
Jeff Emerson posted your live.elertlaw.com.
I appreciate that.
And contact. So thanks, Jeff. Thanks for listening. So So what would you say is probably the easiest way to get a hold of you? Is it email? Is it phone? What's the best way?
You can talk to my office through the phone number. If you want to email something, email docs, DOCS, at ehlertlaw.com, EHLERTLAW.com. That's a way for it's a shared mailbox where we can look at it, but just because you send me an email doesn't create an attorney-client relationship. That requires a contract and money.
You got to get the money up front, then you're going to be in a...
I've got people that would just pay me and want me to do stuff that no, payment and contract.
Yeah. They just start throwing money at you, right?
That's fine.
Affects you to solve the problem?
No, doesn't solve the problem.
Right. All right, you're listening to Right Path Real Estate Radio. Our call-in number is 713-785-1817, 713-785-1817. We're talking about all things law related to real estate today, so give us a call.
Mike's off, guys.
All right, thanks. All right, so Ginger, hopefully that answered all your questions. Awesome.
You found or inherited a great investment property. Problem is, you don't know how much it's worth, or more importantly, what to do to maximize your investment while mitigating risk. This is exactly why we started Next Gen Appraisals. Next Gen is a group of appraisers specializing in investment real estate. We understand that investors aren't just looking for a number of what their property is worth, but a comprehensive analysis of the market. Give Next Gen a call at 713-346-9911 or check us out online.
So, Nikki, you do one more show and then you're done for the day?
nextgenappraisals.com.
No, I think I might be leaving after y'all's show.
Oh, is that right?
I'm tired.
Time is money in a real estate deal.
I'm tired.
If your insurance company is slow or non-responsive, you could lose a deal like that.
It was pajama
you need
time.
a quick turnaround on quotes or binders. The agency for that is Benchmark Insurance Group of Texas.
So are you,
the team at Benchmark understands the investment mindset.
Real estate classes,
they know what you need and when you need it.
I'm done.
We're here for you. Are you a rehabber,
wholesaler,
buy and hold, or flipper?
So I can take the test.
Bundling your properties on a single policy will help save time and money. Benchmark has been in business for over 10 years, and we insure over 30,000 properties. Contact Benchmark about our exclusive investor package.
You ever talk to the guy that
Call
was
us and let us show you what we can do for you.
Before you?
281-569-4353.
No, we're Facebook friends, though.
That's 281-569-4353.
Wonder what he's doing.
Or online at benchmarkbroker.com. That's benchmarkbroker.com. That's 281-569-4353. Or online at benchmarkbroker.com.
Full up on Facebook friends.
Ehlert Law helps wholesalers and real estate agents get deals closed. Seller has too many title defects, too many dead people hanging around, taxman wants a slice of your pie. We work with sellers and title companies to resolve those defects and get clear to close so you get paid. No one can guarantee success, but we'll do our best. Contact Ehlert Law at 346-231-1120. 346-231-1120. Paid for by Jerel, Ehlert, Principal Offices in Houston, not board certified by the Texas Board of Legal Specialization.
Did you know that there are over $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S.? Imagine if you could use someone's IRA to fund all of your deals. Well, you can. Quest IRA is based locally here in Houston, Texas. At Quest IRA, we offer retirement accounts that can be used to invest in real estate, promissory notes, private entities, and much more. Many of our clients loan money from their IRAs to fund real estate deals all over the country. We don't sell any investments or give advice. However, we do hold free networking events, weekly educational classes, and free consultations with an IRA specialist. For more information, visit our website at questira.com or call us at 1-855-FUN-IRAs. To tap into the $24 trillion in retirement accounts in the U.S., call Quest IRA at 1-855-FUN-IRAs or go to our website, questira.com.
Do you have cracks in your brick, doors that stick, or sheetrock that's coming apart? Then you may have foundation movement. Due to our expansive soils in the Houston area, it's probably not a question of if you have movement, but when. Call Foundation Check, truly independent, unbiased foundation evaluation. Foundation Check has been in business since 2009 and has completed over 1,400 evaluations.
All right, guys,
We're not in
30 seconds.
the business of repairing foundations or selling you unnecessary pier work, but we are in the business of evaluating your foundation. Our product is designed for house flippers, landlords, or even owner-occupied properties. Each of our files is reviewed by a licensed engineer. Remember to check before ever repair. Call 346-702-3825. That's 346-702-3825 or you can reach us online at foundationcheck.com. That's foundationcheck.com.
This is Business
All right,
1110.
fellas. Hot mics in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back. Right Path Real Estate Radio, 713-785-1817. This is our short section. Let's see. Ginger said, yeah, I've been working on this one for a while, trying to figure out what's going on. She likes it. So I'm joined live in the studio with Jerel Ehlert. He's with Ehlert Law, EHLERT Law, LAW.com. You can send docs to docs@ehlertlaw.com, right?
There we go.
But does not start an attorney-client relationship. Got to have contracts signed, got to have money. So is there anything related to real estate that you don't do and when it comes to representing people? Because you do trespass to try title, you know about that. You do cleaning up all kinds of title issues. You'll do lender docs. You'll
first lien docs, second lien docs, refis, do the joint ventures, do equity participation. There's I gave a presentation just Saturday on 8 different ways to do a joint venture, and then PPMs. So a little bit on the security side. What I don't do is I don't do criminal, and I don't do family law. So if there's a divorce, I know how to work with marital property through a divorce. So if you're trying to buy a property from, say, one of the ex-spouses, and there's a problem there where there's ways to go back to the original family court and get it cleared up. But as far as doing actual divorces, nope. Not your guy. Adoptions, nope.
So you don't do family law, so don't do adoptions, divorces, those kind of things, and you don't do criminal defense work, right?
Nope.
And so obviously you're not a prosecutor, so you don't do the prosecuting work as well. So so all other types of law you do. So any kind of contract laws, business formations, anything.
Business formations, contracts, contract disputes, talking about partnership, business entities, partnership disputes, stuff like that. So kind of get that worked out. Trying to raise money, to invest money, to assess entities. Oh, there's a new type of entity coming up that's just been signed. I know that one. It's a kind of brings in the aspects of a nonprofit, so you have a social benefit, and then you have the for-profit corporation model. So
2 minutes.
So it's a merging of those two, a for-profit and a not-for-profit together.
So it's a for-profit with a benefit to society.
Interesting. What's that going to be called?
Wow. If you'd asked me like 30 seconds ago. So I can go back and I get you the information on that.
Sure.
But it's going to be coming into play. So it's got those socially conscious, more like a millennial style way to do business. That way, if you wanted to share profits with a charitable purpose, like giving bikes to kids,
right? If that was the primary reason why the for-profit entity existed, was to give most of the profit away or a portion of the profits away to, or does it all have to go all the profits?
No, it doesn't have to give any part of it. But it opens the ability for the owners and directors to share profits with people other than the shareholders and the owners and
1 minute.
equity.
Interesting. Okay, got it. So it allows for a distribution to a not-for-profit, so that would be handled in a different way.
Yeah. So if there's otherwise the directors and owners would have open themselves to liabilities to the equity owners.
Got it.
For doing something that's not in the best interest of the owners.
Got it.
Shareholders.
Yeah. All right. I understand that. Okay. So I want to give out your contact information again, even though it's a 346 number. That is a Houston area code.
Yep.
What's your phone number?
346-231-1120.
And your website is ehlertlaw.
30 seconds.
.com?
EHLERTLAW.com.
And when's the next event that you're going to be at that if somebody wants to walk up, say, hey, I want to buy you a beer or talk to you, say hello?
20 seconds.
Depending on the weather. Tonight we have an event down at the
Redneck Country Club. And I'll be there.
Fantastic.
And then you'll be here tomorrow night?
I will.
10
So
seconds.
I'll be here tomorrow night, 11450 Katy Freeway, Suite 360. Come here. And at 6 o'clock, we'll be talking about finding 70% deals. You're listening to the Right Path Real Estate Radio.
All right, fellas.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
All
You're
right,
welcome. Bye.
Bye. Hey, get some rest.
I will. Bye.
Bye, Facebook.